Alright, so a quick look at this label printer. So this is from Brother. The model is PT-N25BT. Now there's three model under the N series, the N10, N20, and N25BT. The N25BT is the only one that has Bluetooth. Now all of them are entry level or budget level label printer. Now you have to keep that in mind, otherwise a lot of things would not make sense. For example, this screen here, so this is a monochrome screen. It has a single line of text. It's not backlit. It's not something you would really think of seeing in 2024, but again, things will make more sense in a bit. Next, at the bottom of the printer, we have a barrel connector for the power. Now, you would think that a printer that comes out in 2024 would use USB-C, but it's not the case. The power adapter is not included in the box. You have to buy it separately, and it's very expensive. The MSRP is $30, which doesn't make much sense because the MSRP of this printer is only $60. Something else I want to point out is its size. So this is a very large label printer. You would think that this has a huge compartment to store a label, but that's not quite the case. Now if we open this up, right here is our cartridge for a label. So this costs $10. There's 17 style to choose from, and each cartridge has 4 meter worth of label. Now if we assume that one label is around 8 centimeter long, that gives us around 50 label per cartridge, and each label would cost around 20 cents. At the bottom left, we have the battery compartment. So this requires 6 AAA battery, which is a pretty insane amount of battery. So instead of having a lithium battery and having a rechargeable system, it uses alkaline battery. So again, cost-cutting measure. And because they are alkaline battery, it makes a lot more sense that we have this type of screen because this consumes a lot less power. Alright, so I'm just going to turn it on and we're going to do a quick test. I'm just going to type hello world and I'm just going to print out the label. Now this keyboard is pretty usable. You don't have to use the Bluetooth connection with the app to design your label. You can actually do everything from this printer, which is pretty cool. Alright, so once you're ready, just tap the print button here. Number of copies, just tap print again, and here it comes out. So this print at 12 millimeter per second. Not super fast, but I think it's fine. And now you cannot just rip this label off because this is very tough. You have to use this button here, and then it's going to just cut the label. As you can see, the font is very crisp. You can actually go down to 5 point, but at 5 point the letters all broken up. It's going to be just dot and space, but you can still figure out what's written. These labels are very tough. You can't really rip them. They are also waterproof, they support a wide range of temperature, and they are very sticky. This being said, they are not the laminated kind, so they're not the toughest, but they're still very, very good. Overall, this is actually a pretty nice label printer. Now, I didn't like it at first. I thought it was too big. I didn't like that it had to run on AAA batteries. I didn't like that the power adapter was a separate purchase. I didn't like the quality of the screen. And I didn't even like that I had to buy this one label from Brother. But after I kept using it, this has its charm. It's very retro looking. It's very convenient. It's very reliable. And the label, despite being very expensive, they are very high quality ones. Anyway, hopefully this is helping you out. Thank you very much for watching.
This is just a quick little video to show the difference between the tape for this machine as opposed to other similar type label makers. So the size you're looking for is going to be thick. And the first time I tried to get the replacement, I went with this one. Big mistake. So hopefully I can save someone from making that mistake. And then the other thing that you're looking for is this Btag number. So all the different tag numbers seem to work. So I have multiple ones here. You can see it's Btag 231, Btag 233, and 232. So there are options out there. I got 2 of these off Amazon and 2 from somewhere else just because I wanted the different colors, the blue, the black with the red writing. And so overall, that's great that I would, was able to find those. And then you can see you've got a lot of options for emojis and pictographs and that kind of stuff, which is a nice addition to a fairly simple label maker, and it's pretty easy to use. So other than that, I'm pretty happy with it.
I realize now that the word I chose is a bad choice, but actually I'm trying to make a label for my little mini garbage can so that people know it's just for garbage. Anyway, so let's say I've gone through and I've picked my font and I've picked my style and I've picked my label and I've picked my pictographs and I'm all ready to print. So now I hit this little button to make a preview and I see what it's going to look like and I go, oh no, oh, that's terrible. I don't want that. So I'm going to hit enter again to get out of that preview and I'm going to say no, just like this X here, I'm just going to say, nope, forget it, update everything. So it's back to square one. And I decide I want it all in caps, and I type the word garbage, and I say I want it in Helsinki, and I hit enter. And then I say I want medium, and I hit enter. And then I say I want it in bold, and I hit enter. And I just want a simple outline like that, and I hit enter, and I preview, and I go, yeah, that's perfect. So now I hit this button, I want one copy, and I hit enter. And it's printing out here. And then I'm gonna cut it with that, and boom, I have a little label for my mini garbage can.